Her best friend had just taken off her pants and was about to go into the river to swim. The husband beside her seemed somewhat strange. H course. This made the sensitive Liv immediately notice something was wrong. Seeing her husband staring at her best friend Kara, Liv instantly began to suspect the relationship between the two. So she immediately returned to the hotel and secretly opened her husband's computer and saw an intimate video of the two. What made Liv collapse even more was, Kara had just sent a message asking the husband to go to the woods late at night for a meeting. At this moment Liv completely erupted, then she rushed into the pouring rain and ran toward the woods where they had agreed to meet. In the end she only saw a red figure.
Subscribe.
Liv thought it was her husband, so she pushed him off the cliff without hesitation. But when she returned to the mountain inn, what filled her heart was not the pleasure of revenge, but overwhelming confusion and pain. However, the dead cannot come back to life. The most urgent thing now was to erase all traces. So Liv began to repeatedly scrub her body to make sure there was no mud on her body, then carefully cleaned every corner of the room. But when Liv sat in front of the mirror, constantly rehearsing the fabricated statement, a rapid knocking sound suddenly rang out. Liv instantly became nervous. What happened next would make her even more terrified, because the one standing outside the door was her husband. At this moment Liv was completely stunned. Who was the one she pushed off the cliff last night? Then a terrible thought broke through her sanity. She killed the wrong person. At this moment Liv could only force herself to calm down, then opened the door and asked her husband where he went last night. It turned out the husband had not left the inn. Then who was the one she pushed off the cliff last night? When Liv pretended nothing had happened, Kara's boyfriend came to ask if anyone had seen Kara. Liv instantly understood. The one she pushed off the cliff was Kara. Not long after, Kara's boyfriend chose to call the police because he could not contact her. The police quickly organized a search and rescue team and let the tourists in the inn also join the search, and Liv was among them. At this moment she did not care whether Kara was still alive, and even silently prayed in her heart Kara would disappear forever in this deep mountain. Soon the rescue team brought news Kara was found, but because the injuries were severe, she was sent directly to the hospital. Liv's heart tightened instantly. A thought kept circling in her mind. Would Kara remember it was she who pushed her? When they arrived at the hospital, Kara had already died due to severe injuries. At this moment Liv's heart was very complicated, and at the same time she felt some relief. At this time the husband suddenly came to her.
They say she didn't fall. What? Who said that? The police. The police are saying that. They're saying when she was pushed, she was murdered.
People always think they can hide everything, but do not know the truth is slowly coming to the surface.